And that's the wrong one.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Hey, life's a risk, carnal.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack!
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
What's up, watchers? Hold on. You ready for this? Oh, wait. I messed up. I'm messing up our sound, sorry.
Welcome to the Tunnel of Terror. Join us.
Alright, does anybody recognize that?
They should.
They should?
I know we come from pretty obscure places sometimes, but I think Roseanne was pretty well loved, right?
Yeah. I mean, I liked it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know. Hey, this is Now Watch This.
Yes.
I'm Lucky the Dork Dad.
I am Joe the Dorkier Dad.
Alright, little Joe in the house. This is a podcast where we watch stuff and we talk about it. Commentary style. And we've been talking about Halloween stuff, spooky stuff. What have we done so far? We did Monster Squad.
We did Monster Squad.
We did Elvira.
Which happened to be very topical since it was her birthday.
Yeah, her birthday. And
now we're hitting up one of my favorites growing up, the great Roseanne.
Roseanne. Well, is she great? I mean, some people don't like her.
I don't know if she was great. I know for me the show was great back in the day.
The show was great. Some people don't like Roseanne as a person, but
yeah,
you know what? I like Cosby too.
Yeah, it's just like our Father's Day episode. You know, we're talking about the show. We're talking about the person. I mean, or not necessarily about the person.
Did you see my post earlier?
On which?
That shirt. You know where that shirt came from?
No.
Oh, I thought you saw it.
I might have.
Theo's shirt.
Oh yeah. Denise, the one Denise made for him.
Yeah. It's a Pierre Cardin.
Yeah.
Shirt. I don't know if you know. I think it was Pierre Cardin, if I remember right. But I think that was actually a name of like a producer or something. If you look at the credits.
No way. I thought that was the actual shirt. No shit.
Fun fact. Cosby fact. All right, but Halloween. We're getting into TV, which is this our second dive at TV, I guess?
Yeah, it is. We went into, when we did the number one TV dads, I mean, we talked about one of the ones that we're going to cover here in Dan Connor. But we did the TV dads episode, and then we actually did the Fresh Prince after we determined Phil to be the number one dad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, strong in the running was Dan Connor for me.
Like, for me, too. I love Dan Connor.
One of the things I did love about Roseanne was the Dan aspect of it and everything in that, because, you know, as I've talked about before, you know, it's like when you grow up looking towards these dads for, like, I guess, encouragement or you know, like as a kind of a role model. Yeah.
What would you do? There's some things in one of the episodes that we're gonna cover. It's like, okay, you know, it touches on real stuff without really touching on it.
Yeah, and I think
I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about.
In the Halloween episodes.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. We'll get to it.
But yeah, I loved Roseanne growing up. It's just a fun show, and like you said, Dan Connor is my guy because they're in Chicago, right? They're Bears fans. I'm a Bears fan.
Yeah, we can't all be perfect.
Even though they lost this week, whatever.
Yeah, you know, I was disappointed, man. Justin Fields got like 3 freaking fantasy points, and not that I have him as a backup, but I have him as trade bait. Like I'm thinking he's gonna go off, and then someone's gonna want to give up their running back or receiver.
You're gonna need him for your bye week.
Nah, fuck that.
I need them.
I'll stream it. Well, not right now, bro. I can't get by on 4 points.
So I didn't throw it up. Look, I got this whole thing. What are we talking about? Oh, what? Wait, hold on. Okay, I can't play the whole thing.
Yeah. Copyright.
Yeah. Look, there we go. There's the whole fam right there.
And that was straight from the Halloween episode, right?
Yeah, I think this is from this
first one that we see here.
I watched.
Yeah.
So, like we said, we watch stuff, and we like if you guys watch along with us. If we think it's fun. What are we gonna get into? 2, 3, 4 episodes?
I think like 3 or 4 episodes.
Right.
She has a total of 7 throughout the show's history, but I mean, to do all 7 here, I know we've done shows that long, but good Lord.
Yeah, so we'll just see how it goes. But we got some lined up. If you guys want to watch along, if you have the Peacock app, you can watch along with us.
Yeah, so turn on the cock, you know.
I have it to where there's no commercials, so I know the free version or the cheaper version has.
Oh yeah, there's a free version.
So if you want to pause while you're watching commercials and then play again, that's fine. But we're starting off season 2,
episode 7.
The title of the episode is called Boo.
Yeah.
So the Connor family holds a contest to see who can play the scariest Halloween trick. And I think that, well, we'll talk about it after, but I think this is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, man, this is definitely, I think, 1 or 2 in her Halloween episodes for the show. Man, like, again, I liked a lot of things about Roseanne. I liked the whole show as a whole. Not just the Halloween episodes, but every year we've gone back through and we'll watch all the Halloween episodes. We'll just binge watch them wherever they're at. Back in the day, it wasn't as easy. You used to have to wait for it to come on Nick at Night or TV Land. But nowadays, boom, they come out. And I remember I used to DVR them back in the day, and now that they're streaming, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, I love Roseanne, and Roseanne is still in syndication on TV.
Yeah,
so it's one of those shows where if we're just at the house, and some people just like to have background noise on, background
it's
whatever.
One of those you can have on.
Yeah, I'm like just
Fall
scroll through the channels.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Roseanne's on. We'll just leave it there while we're doing other stuff, and it's one of those shows. I like it.
Yeah. And for me, like I said, growing up watching Dan and everything like that, I like sitcom Halloweens, but Roseanne, man, she was probably tops as far as sitcom Halloweens.
Oh yeah. We could talk about other shows, but will that be for next year, maybe?
Yeah. All right, we still got a lot of time.
Some stuff. We still need to get into Halloween, right?
Yeah.
The Halloween movies.
The Halloween movies.
I found that.
You got to get into it.
I found that timeline. Did you see it?
Yeah.
So I know.
No, that's why I asked you. I was like, have you seen any of them? 0.
Yeah. I told you I was. I'm just... I'll get into it this weekend. I promise.
We're recording again in 2 days, bro. I should be back Sunday to record again.
Oh yeah, so if you're listening, we missed this week. We missed this past week because life, Yeah.
Life. It's been crazy lately.
Work, dad stuff,
But it's been good. I can't complain. But I miss when we don't get together and get to do our show. I'm like, fuck, I want to record.
He's like, we need to do it now.
Yeah.
Let's do it today.
Yeah, so I was lucky,
we're lucky it's Friday.
It is.
We're missing our buddies, right? Yeah. We got to say, just another Friday night. Oh, look. He's supporting.
In honor of It's Just Another Friday Night.
We're recording on Friday night, so they're actually live right now while we're recording.
We checked in with them.
Yeah, we told them we're going to give them competition, but we're not going live.
Yeah, we would never do that.
What else was I gonna say?
Let's get into the episode, man.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk a lot through it.
Let's get into it.
So again, season 2, episode 7. Show's about 22 minutes long, but we're starting Boo.
We're starting it.
Right. Well,
As
soon as it loads.
it loads up here on the Peacock.
On the led's going.
Do this again. Do this one again. I mean, Roseanne has one of the, I think, most recognizable, iconic, if you will, openers. They rotates around the table.
And like, what do you think about like for me, a lot of sitcoms, especially like in the early 80s, were kind of perfect, right? Like you're the perfect, little family at home.
Yeah.
Roseanne came out, and again, she wasn't this little skinny TV mom. They weren't necessarily the perfect family. I know they always called themselves like white trash and stuff, but that wasn't really the case.
She was no B. Cleaver.
Yes, exactly, right?
She wasn't just obeying her husband all the time. although probably 80% of the show is in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's true too. But I mean, to me, especially like their relationship, Roseanne and Dan's, like for the most part, it was perfect. I know in later seasons they got into kind of some stupid shit, but I really liked kind of watching them interact. The way they interacted with the kids. It wasn't always it wasn't the normal things that you saw on most sitcoms at that time. Or even like the way most families were portrayed on TV, they were a little less than perfect, and I mean it brought out the good.
Yeah, I love their interaction.
Yeah. Here, I mean, this episode just from the beginning, man. They kind of start and they're setting them up, and they talk about trick or treating, and the kids kind of like poo poo on it at first, but. One of the reasons they say is because the lamoids in the neighborhood don't give out candy anymore, and what's the sister's name again? Oh, Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie starts telling them of what they used to do back in the day when houses weren't giving out candy.
And they bring up a story of this old lady, right?
Oh yes. Well, when Jackie starts telling them about, we used to toilet paper the house, and then we used to get a flaming bag of, they get a dog, and at the time, Jackie's a cop, and Roseanne's like, more coffee, officer?
Reminds me of Adam Sandler. It's poop again.
It really like, and then, they start kind of pranking the kids, and I feel like, Roseanne and Dan, like me and my wife, I think we try to we prank each other every once in a while, or like we would try to scare each other, but especially like, man, we love fucking with the kids, especially around this time,
I like how they make up this story about this old lady trying to scare the kids, and they throw Dan into it too.
Yeah, and right away they're all into it and shit like that, and you get to kind of see kind of the relationship between them, but the way that they try to kind of scare each other.
This whole episode is it's one where, like I said, it's a competition almost, where they trying to say who's the master.
Yeah, and it's even this one and future episodes. I mean, every Halloween it's episodes where they kind of try and prank and scare each other or the neighbors or their friends and shit like that. Did you ever do anything like that?
No, negative.
No? No Halloween hijinks?
Not Halloween, but just hijinks every now and then.
I remember we got this DVD or this CD, right, of Halloween music and scary music and shit like that. And, we used to have a little CD player back when Those were things.
Portable CD player?
Yeah, a little portable. No, not even a portable CD player. An actual little boombox with a CD player.
All right.
You remember those? And I left it. I hit it and I left it on replay and left it on repeat so that when my wife got home by herself, it's on scary music playing somewhere hidden.
You can do that now with Bluetooth stuff.
Yeah.
You've seen people pranking stuff.
Especially like now, like in my neighborhood, you'll see a lot of people trick or treating, and they put the shit outside, and they have the the movies playing and shit like that. It's pretty badass. So we get to see them scare the kids, and while the kids are getting all into the story, fucking Dan, Jackie, Roseanne, they're all into it. The kids go out there to look and see if the ladies in the yard, and boom, they scare them.
I like where they're like, whenever they say Halloween, Dan's like, Halloween? Halloween? And he starts walking like Igor.
It's funny. He's like, fire bad. And Roseanne says, pain ass. Again, it was one of those things, right? Like, we didn't see that back in the day in a lot of sitcoms.
Oh, this is funny. She's getting ready for a prank here.
Or at least fucking, she's just trying to get Dan. Darlene's like, what the fuck are you doing?
She's up here teasing her hair.
She's like, what are you doing? I got a date.
Mom, that's not a very good look for you.
So, what are, like, do you remember any other Halloween sitcoms that you might have liked?
Yeah, I want to say I remember Home Improvement had some good ones.
Home Improvement always had some good ones. That's the one we're watching now.
I got to revisit that show. I haven't seen it in a while.
I don't even think it's fucking streaming anywhere.
No?
No, you got to bootleg it. Buy it. Of course, he tries to get Dan. He's not falling for that.
Yeah, she tries to pretend she's electrocuting herself in the toaster. He's like, oh my God. The toast all right?
But, fucking, like, so they keep going back and forth, and it's Roseanne and Dan trying to comp each other. And then we see it in future episodes where they're trying to scare the kids and keep them in the I guess in the theme of Halloween.
I like this part. Got Becky eating a bowl of cereal, and Darlene just starts drooling fake blood in her bowl.
I like Roseanne's fucking face right
now.
here.
I know, right here, she's like, "What the hell?" You're disgusting, and I'm proud to be your mom.
I remember, like, back in the day, I used to, like, for Halloween, like, we'd fucking dress up, and we always do, like crazy shit. My mother-in-law, her birthday is on the 22nd, and so her favorite holiday was Halloween. And we'd always have Halloween parties and like Halloween / birthday party for her every year and dress up for the longest time.
That's cool to have a birthday near Halloween.
Fuck yeah.
My daughter's birthday's in October, but it's near the beginning, so.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, shoot, it's next week.
You better order that gift, man.
I still don't know what we're doing. You keep telling her, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I don't know. I tried to get her... convince her to, hey, let's rent out a theater. Let's go watch.
And go watch Venom.
Go watch Venom. She's like, I don't want to watch that movie.
This is good. Fucking Dan goes outside, comes back in, says he cut himself on a saw outside. Got Roseanne and Jackie
all bleeding. They're like, oh my god,
that's a lot of blood. And boom,
it squirts it out. The master.
First off, I would have been in trouble for fucking squeezing all that blood out.
Easy, Roseanne. Like, you're making a mess. my wife would be like, "You gonna clean this up?"
That would have been the real fucking scare. No, but we're even thinking this October 30th, man, we might have a little get together.
Little Halloween party.
Yeah, man.
I love their costumes, though, man. They got some of the coolest costumes in this show.
Yeah, and you see as the years go on, it gets better and better. But fuck, just right here at the beginning,
like Darlene.
Yeah,
it's really just a sweatshirt with a bunch of knives in it,
and
fake knives.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I don't know if you saw the picture I posted of my daughter.
The Spider-Gwen?
Yeah.
Man, that looks good.
And there's nothing like, I mean, it's not like I can fucking create that shit at home, but I always like kind of putting together costumes. Like, mostly it's because we grew up broke. Yeah. So, like, we kind of, you'd be a hobo or
I was a hobo
Dracula, with your homemade costume.
Yeah.
But, I mean, homemade like this is pretty badass.
Drop dead. She just falls. She's like, hey, that was good.
Like, I remember, again, we do our costumes and we'd have to dress up. And me and my wife would do kind of really our own things. Like, man, like, I remember since I think we like kind of first got together. I think when we first started going out, it was on Halloween. When I proposed, it was on Halloween.
Wow.
And when we were supposed to get married, it was going to be on Halloween. But then she wants to go and get pregnant, and we had to move it up. It was her fault.
Now, would you do this? I mean, they're setting up their house. So their house is like a little haunted house that people walk through.
Well, we decorate inside. But, I mean, I would love to do that. That would be badass. I mean.
Let people in your home, though?
Yeah, but not now. Like, not
back in the 90s, it was cool. But.
Yeah. But I know like there's a lot of people that set up kind of like tarps in their driveway and shit, and do little haunted houses like
through
that.
Their garage or something.
Yeah. I would do that, not necessarily in the house though, bro.
So Dan is also expecting a client. He does in the show. He does drywall stuff. So he's also expecting a client or to hear back from a client also.
And that's one of the things
potential
about
client.
Fucking Halloween, man. It's always on the 31st. It's not like it's on the last Friday of every month. So it's of October. I mean, but so sometimes it lands like on a fucking Tuesday or a Wednesday. Those kind of suck.
This year's Sunday.
Yeah,
which is good. Last year, man, it's too bad. It was Saturday, but
it was perfect, right?
But it was all COVID.
Yeah.
People were scared, but
did you do anything? Oh, you said y'all had that kind of.
Yeah. We had people. I mean, I set up a little table outside, and I just put like little piles of candy, and just had them pick a pile. Where I don't know. Yeah, and I had the sanitizer out there and stuff.
Fucking sprayed it with Lysol before you give it.
Like, this tastes funny.
But hey, like I was listening to Tis the podcast, and they were talking about like Halloween should be made for COVID. Like, you wear masks, it's automatic.
I know. Yeah, she's just a witch, but she looks so creepy.
Roseanne, especially right here, like my mother-in-law, again, she passed last year. It was around, I mean, I think last week was a year to the death, but like, Halloween was her favorite time, and, I don't know why, like Roseanne reminds me of her, so much, but especially right here, like, that was her go-to fucking, costume. She just dressed like a witch, for Halloween. And again, like I said, like every Halloween, man, we'd all dress up and do different shit. I remember one year, me and my brother-in-laws were all Anchorman. From Anchorman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I wish my family would do stuff like that. Like, I got a buddy a few years ago. I remember, like, the whole family, they dressed up like Bob's Burgers. So
yeah.
Man, that's so cool. My family was just lame.
No, hombre, like, my boys, I mean, I remember, every year they dress up as something, but Like, I remember trying to get that, like, oh, we'll all do this or we'll all do that. No, hombre. When I had my daughter, I dressed up as Batman and she was Robin. She was Carrie Kelly.
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She's still in the spirit and everything. I was a little late coming over here because we're all decorating outside.
Nice.
Before I left.
You see my decorations?
Where?
Exactly.
Yeah. Come on.
But I like how they're still going back and forth. Just a little bit ago,
She tried to
she
act
pretend like she was choking, and Dan was just ignoring her, like, you ain't gonna get me.
And he's talking about, he's like, oh, DJ did the cutest thing. But this is good. Becky finally got in the mood. But like, I remember just a little bit earlier, you know, Becky was pissed off because she didn't get invited to a party, and Roseanne's telling her like, hey, well, you know, Halloween's so cool, and Halloween, you know, it's the one night that the veil is lifted between the dead and the living, and you know, the classic Halloween story. And she says, so do you want to go get dressed or you want to just go straight to hell?
I love that part. That part I played at the beginning. Like, welcome to the Tunnel of Terror. Come join us.
And they did such a good job, right? Like, their house is all decorated. It all looks crazy.
I love that. Dan with the axe in the head. It's like, you got any aspirin? I got a splitting headache.
I remember for the longest time, man, like, we would do crazy ass shit like that. Like, again, we try to fucking prank each other to scare each other.
This part right here, when I was watching it back, I was like, okay, whose hand is that?
It's Darlene's.
Is it?
It has to be. She's not in the house anywhere.
Are you sure?
I
Because I was like, okay, there's Roseanne, there's Jackie. I was like, whose hand is that?
It's Darlene's. This is funny.
You might be right.
This is funny. Roseanne tells Jackie, she's like, I need to get Dan really bad. What can I do? Fucking Jackie's like, tell him you're pregnant.
Like, I don't want to kill him.
Oh, it's fucking funny. But man, the way she gets him later on is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it is. Another customer. Welcome to the Tunnel of Terror.
And it's Dan saying that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You see it in the captions. It says Dan's voice.
Did it? I didn't know.
Yeah.
So at the door, we got Dan's potential client.
So he's he's like, hey, this is a bad time. You got an axe in your head.
Yeah, he's real nerdy type. That dude came out. Was he in Revenge of the Nerds?
He looks like the one at the end, right? That actually, I mean, him and Dan.
Oh, Dan was too.
Yeah, remember Dan's the fucking coach.
Yeah, he was the coach of the Alpha Betas.
He's like, I don't know about you, but I'd do something about it. Oh, we gotta cover that fucking movie.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah,
the rape movie.
Nerds.
But Dan went to go get the plans, and she tells the guy, "Hey, I want to get back at my husband. How cool are you?"
Yeah, and he's like, "You just lead the way." But fuck, man, she goes over here and she messes with the tie. And he's like, "It's a $50 tie."
And Dan's freaking out. He's like, "Rosie, what are you doing?"
She's like, "Oh, you said he was a big jerk, and he is."
And the guy's like, "Oh, my back. Oh." Maybe I should just get myself another contractor. Right there. You said he was a big jerk.
It's like, I don't know what she's doing.
Trying to scare you, Dan. That's so cool, though.
Yeah. That he was into it, man. Yeah. And he played along.
Dan's like, ooh. Like he don't have no comeback. Like, you're dead. You're a dead woman.
The late Roseanne Connor. Yeah, that's the first episode. Well,
one thing I like about Roseanne too, they always play stuff during the credits too.
I don't know. I mean, fuck. We thought Marvel started it, bro, but it might have started with Roseanne.
You never know.
The end credits and then the second end credit scene. Fuck. They might have stole it.
This is where he just playing out gets all creepy on her to get her back.
And Dad's a big dude, man. That's the only thing. Like, I think
he could have played Jason.
I like the decorations here. These were the fucking classic decorations that would be in the classrooms back in the day. Remember?
Yeah, just like paper.
Yeah. And again, those seemed all cheap and stuff back in the day. Man, what I wouldn't do to find a set of those now. And I'm sure you probably could on eBay or something.
Yeah. Someone's got some old decorations up in their attic.
Dude, this is badass. Like, Dan looks all fucking badass.
With the light behind him.
Yeah.
With the Jason mask and a chainsaw. Now Jason never had a chainsaw, right?
No.
Chainsaw was a Texas
Leatherface.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes. That is right.
So he scares her. The master.
I really can't believe how not into horror you've been. It's like
what
crazy.
What are you talking about?
I mean, you're into like everything else. It's right in the genre.
I am. I think because my family doesn't get it really into it.
Maybe. So like I said, you're saying like, I mean, y'all. That I'm telling you about the Halloween party so y'all can come, but you gotta dress up. It's fucking Halloween. It's costume required.
Then I need a costume.
You can finally dress.
Can I just put a Bears jersey on?
No.
And I'll go as Dan Connor.
No. you go as Ditka.
Ditka. I need a mustache. No.
So this is the best. And again, like she's talking about. Her mom's on the phone and talking about coming to stay, and she's like, "Oh, so you're gonna be here for 2 weeks? Oh, 3 weeks?"
And Dan's like, "No."
Oh man, it's funny.
And then she picks up the phone. The last.
I'm telling you that's as good as they come, man. Like I love sitcoms. I know, like I talked about it before, but what I do around Halloween is like, man, I'll go through Roseanne, I'll go through Home Improvement, I'll go through The Office.
The Office has some good ones.
Community has some good ones.
Community.
And Brooklyn Nine-Nine, their Halloween episode every year is really damn good.
I've never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Really? Dude, I highly recommend that shit.
I mean, I like Andy Samberg, but I never seen him. I never seen that show.
Bro, it is easily one of the best shows that I've seen. Oh, so I don't think I told you.
I'm trying to queue up the next episode.
I had recorded with Jerry and all like his podcast people, like the Christmas guys.
Yeah,
they were doing Batman Returns
as a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry fucking looks for any.
I'd buy that.
Yeah. There's a Christmas tree in the movie.
I'd buy that.
Yeah.
It's Christmas time.
So, I got in with them on that. Chuck was on it as well. But the episode before, Jerry was talking about having me on, and then he talked about our show a little bit. Like, he's like, man, he goes, I know we've been trying to set up so that I can get on with them and do either a movie with them, or they can come on and do a Christmas show with me. So, yeah, I mean, we really gotta set some time.
We gotta work out our schedules. Maybe after football season.
Yeah, football season.
Your football season.
Oh
your
yeah,
football season.
It's fucking busy.
All right, how are they doing? Are they gonna make the playoffs?
I don't know. They're 3-2 now. So, but we lost fucking our first 2 district games.
I'm surprised we beat Judson.
Oh, I saw that. Ooh.
I guess they're not that good this year.
That's what I'm hearing.
Because I know we're not good this year.
Yeah. But you know, hopefully we can take both of y'all. Shit, fuck it.
All right. Moving on to another episode.
Yes, let's go. Season 3, episode 7. This the first episode, it actually debuted on Halloween, 1989.
Wow.
This one came out October 30th, 1990. So, I mean, I was, 9, 10 years old? You?
1990?
Yeah, you should have been, 11, 12?
How old am I?
Fuck, I don't know.
1990.
Dude, I thought you were going to have some beer here.
Sorry. My wife has some White Claw in there.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I got to work tomorrow.
You got to work tomorrow?
Dude, I work tomorrow. I work Sunday too, but if we kick ass tomorrow, I won't work so late Sunday, and then, boss, we're recording again.
Yeah. All right. Season 3, episode 7, Trick or Treat. In Halloween garb, Roseanne is mistaken for a guy at the Lobo Lounge. So, let's check this one out. I can get this going.
This one's good too. It's not as high up on my scale as maybe Boo was, or one of the later ones I mentioned is. But this one's really good as well, man. Like, I mean, it's right up there.
So this is the one where I was kind of talking about earlier, where it kind of addresses one thing, but kind of not really. So Dan's got all the guys over, right, playing poker.
Uh-huh.
It's near Halloween. And DJ is going to come up talking about his costume, and he wants to be a witch.
Yeah.
And Dan is like, whoa. What are
Yeah.
you doing? You know,
you already got 2 daughters. You want another one?
yeah. So, I mean, it kind of touches on, you know, guy stuff. Guys don't like to see their sons in that kind of thing, which, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have done this episode the same way nowadays. Cause you've seen the current show, The Connors.
I haven't watched too much of that, man. After they took Roseanne out of there, I tried to, but it didn't give me the same kind of feels, I guess.
DJ has a son in there that's kind of like...
oh, yeah.
I guess gay. I mean, I don't know if they really say that, but
he's a little bit effeminate.
He's a little feminine.
Yeah.
He likes to wear girl stuff, and you know that's cool that they put that in the show, I think.
Yeah, man. I mean, again, it's something I think Roseanne would have done back in the day. Like, again, because they hit on a lot of stuff like that. Like, again, right now, the guys are playing poker, but they're talking about, like, out of work, and a lot of them are out of work and struggling. I don't know if that's necessarily this episode where they talk about it, because sometimes the Halloween episodes didn't get as dramatic as some of the other Roseanne episodes could be.
Yeah.
I remember, the episode where talk about Jackie's boyfriend beating her.
Yeah.
And then Dan beats the fuck out of him, and I was like, "Yeah, fucking Dan." That's
a
what
great
I'm talking
episode.
about.
That's a great episode,
dude. That one makes it gets you in the feels.
Here we go. DJ comes out. I'm a witch.
Yeah. And again, it's like there's male witches, but I mean they're called warlocks. But
yeah,
he wants to be a witch specifically.
Yeah. He's like, whoa! What are you doing?
I mean, and it's the witch from what the fuck is that movie?
Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. I mean, she's got the ruby slippers on.
That's like the classic go-to witch, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they? I mean, again, I understand, like, witches are women. And Roseanne's like, DJ, you want to be a Madonna?
I mean, not to get into personal stuff, but I mean, did you have anything like that where you saw your boys doing something, you're like, whoa, what are you doing?
Not that I could think of. I always fuck with him and his friends and talk about, like, y'all don't be gay. But no, man, they're, I don't. I mean, I don't think so. You know, again, but me and my wife have talked about that, and then if that was like something that happened, I mean, or that direction they wanted to go, like I wouldn't be against it. Like,
yeah,
I'd be happy, man.
I love my kids no matter what, no matter how they choose to live their life.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
they're still my kids. I'm still gonna love them.
Yeah, I got cousins that are gay and stuff like that, and I fucking I love them.
See what I mean about the coolest costumes?
I'm telling you,
Becky's costume. She's got on like a prom dress where half of it's all nice and neat and the other half's all gory.
So there was a movie, I mean, back in the day called Prom Night, and I want to say that's kind of a take on that as well, but they allude to a lot of different things. Like this is maybe like a little bit to
aliens.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't feel so good.
And fucking Becky's like, you want some Pepto-Bismol?
Oh, this is one of my favorite costumes of Dan's.
Hello.
The Three Stooges. I loved the Three Stooges growing up, man.
And I like he does the kind of the little routine, right, with all three of them.
Yes. Yeah, wise guy.
He's like, you don't look half bad, toots. Because he's half. Oh, that's fucking funny.
That's so awesome. He should have had his head shaved.
Or a bald cap or something.
Yeah. But still, it's awesome. So they're having a party at the lounge, at the lodge. Sorry,
the lodge. Yeah.
And I guess Roseanne was supposed to go pick up Jackie.
Yes. And their car broke down or something.
Yeah, that's why they show him here getting ready. So we still tell him, I want to be a witch.
Yeah, and he wants to have the broom, and again, he has the ruby slippers, stuff like that, and Dan's just not having it.
He's male witches can do the same thing. They can turn people into frogs, grant wishes. And Darlene's like, you just described the fairy godmother.
So you're not helping. He gets pissed off, man. Runs off.
Yeah, he kind of pushes him too hard. It's like, you know what? I don't want to do anything. Sweetly.
I like again. I grew up with the Three Stooges, but I was like, man, there had to have been something going on around this time, because even Home Improvement, one of their Halloween episodes, the three boys dress up like the Three Stooges.
Cause Three Stooges classic, man.
But I don't know, like the boys wouldn't. I understand Dan liking it, but the boys in Home Improvement, they were a little bit younger, right?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't know who they would have been.
But I mean, you grew up on Saturday mornings. It was on.
Yeah.
Right between cartoons and then regular TV. It would, yeah, man, it would come on.
I like this part. So, Roseanne's car broke down. It's got her and Jackie. And Roseanne's costume is awesome. She dressed up like a man.
Yeah, and she looks like a lumberjack. And they go into the bar, and she didn't want to go in because of her costume and stuff like that. But I mean, she don't really notice it until the guy's like, "What do you have, fella?"
This lady's just checking them out too.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll have a white wine. What about you, fella? She's looking around like, what? Me?
And it's funny because she tells Jackie, like, going in, she's like, I left my purse in the car.
I know. It's right here when he says, like, that'll be $4 or something. He's like,
and that's like, you know, it's in the fucking, it's in the 80s. They didn't even ask for ID or nothing like that.
I know.
You know, nowadays it's like fucking everywhere you go. I'm like, bro, I'm 40. You're gonna ask me for ID?
And I like how in shows and movies where they're just like, give me a beer. Don't even say what kind. I'll have a beer.
Yeah. Now you have all these fucking options.
Like, what's the action around here? Like, what do you mean? Like, you know, chicks.
It's a good thing I brought my little squeeze box right here.
This is a funny one with her.
Hey, Roseanne, like classically, I mean, I've seen her stand up. Like, man, in the 80s, like she's funny. You know, I mean, you know, I know. Again, it's kind of a little psycho or something, but she would do crazy shit. Like, you remember she got in trouble for fucking what did she sang the national anthem and then like spit or something after it?
I think she like
grabbed her crotch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah, I mean, you know, did a little bit crazy shit, but one of the things I did like about her show was, like, again, like you said, like, she wasn't the perfect wife or something like that, but she kind of did whatever the fuck she wanted, you know, at a certain point, and back in the day, shows weren't built like that. Like, they weren't built for women. I like this fucking bitch, like, you know, you could do so much better.
She's like, I don't see you here with anybody.
Yeah. This is all fucked up, man. Like,
I know, and I was thinking to myself, who wrote this? Like, guys don't talk like this. It's like bada boom, bada bing.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, right? It's fucking. I mean, it's written by her. You know, like she did a lot of it. They have different writers as well, but I mean.
I mean, maybe we talk like this. Maybe because it was the 90s.
I guess. I don't know.
Like, if she gets your motor running, you know.
Yeah, fucking Roseanne Buzz. Like, she's got a suitcase full of sex toys. What does she want with you? Fucking stupid.
That's supposed to be a joke. Okay.
What again? What I liked about Roseanne is, like, look at these guys. They're all fucking. None of them look like fucking actors or anything like that. They just look like normal fucking guys, right?
Yeah.
Like, overweight a little bit, you know, fucking, you know, they just don't look, you know, like a lot of, like, you watch, like, I don't watch Friends, but you watch shit like that, and, like, and they all fucking look perfect, and, you know, everyone in the background looks like fucking models and shit.
You know, they've talked about Friends, that show in particular, about that, kind of talking about, like, ever since Friends came out, like, now you see most shows now, they're just attractive people, you know what I mean?
And that was, I think, one of the things that they talk about, like, when they made The Office, is, like, they didn't want people that kind of fit that nature.
They look normal people.
Yeah. She's funny. She's like, okay, so, like, the one gorilla tells the other gorillas about sex that he might have had, and I think the other gorillas agree because they think it might happen to them.
Like, I think I figured out why they do it. If one of them has sex, it seems like the rest of them have a chance.
I always liked the way they always bagged on fucking Jackie most of the time because she was, like, fucking single or something. But like, even earlier in
about,
the
like, her being
episode
a
before,
whore all the time.
Yeah, they're like the rattling chains and moans, and she goes, "Oh, you recorded your date last night."
She's like, I'm gonna go in the men's restroom.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna go update your number.
She's like, it stinks in here. Yeah, if you don't know, guys' bathrooms stink.
Yeah, I like this part. It's like, the guys
The Lodge.
come out. Yeah, the Lodge fucking haunted house. And I would love if I would able to go to one of those. But I remember I guess it's something that's been going on for a long time, but like Jackie talks about, like last thing I need is a man running out to me screaming ooga booga. She goes, it was scary when I was 8. It's even scarier now.
But I like how the Darlene and Becky just walking through this made up haunted house, and they're just like, "Hey, what's going on?" I'd have been scared.
There's Arnie's fucking Elvis's ghost.
Elvis's ghost.
It's such a good fucking costume, and that's one of the things I liked. Is like none of these costumes that you see is like a store bought costume.
No.
Like I was talking about my daughters. I mean, where else am I gonna buy spandex like that? But you know, for the longest time, like I said, I like to kind of make my shit. And
I like that Elvis's ghost makes another appearance in another
episode. Yeah.
It's like he has no other costume.
The same guy, right?
Yeah, it's Arnie.
And that was the Tom Arnold. That was the one. He actually had married Roseanne for a little while.
Yeah.
I remember he would talk shit about her. He did that Fox Sports show, and he talked about how crazy that was. But Tom Arnold, I liked him in True Lies.
Yeah.
With Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger.
And then he's in that one fucking with Kevin Hart. That was pretty good too.
Kevin Hart?
Soul Plane?
I never saw Soul Plane.
Oh, it's pretty funny.
So now Dan's worried about DJ because he knows he kind of messed him up a little bit by being mad because he wanted to be a witch.
Yeah. And Dan is like, I guess too, is like you grew up raising 2 girls and then you get your son. So you kind of, again, like even with my son, it's like I'm learning a lot of the parenting shit as I go along with them. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, fuck, trying to do the right thing most of the time, but you never know.
See, and this is where he talks to another guy and just to, I guess, reassure him that everything's going to be okay. He's like, hey, did this happen to you, this and that? And he's like, you're just going through some stuff.
Mm-hmm. You can't go around making everything they do, turning everything they do into a career.
So he accepts. He's like, let's go find you a broom.
Yeah. That's what I always liked about Dan, man. He always did the right thing. I can't recall him ever being that bad husband or that bad dad on this show, especially. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think in the later seasons when they got weird.
Yeah.
I think there was a part where they implied he was cheating.
Yeah, or something like that. But I never.
But the later seasons, like when they.
I like to act like that didn't happen.
Yeah, like when Dan supposedly passed away.
Yeah.
The show got weird after that.
Yeah. When they got, and then they
won the lottery.
And they got rich or something like that. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Always, again,
fell off after that.
Always related more to it when it was kind of a struggle. You know what I mean? Like, because again, that's where we grew up in. You know?
Yeah. It's probably just harder. The kids got older and maybe they didn't know what to do with the show.
Yeah. I think there's still some good episodes, but that's why too. It's like they have a couple of Halloween episodes in the later years, and I will watch them, but it's kind of like like it's the earlier Halloween episodes that are my favorites.
Not when I was looking up the show, I did notice there's an actual DVD that's out that has
only the Halloween.
Yeah, and I think it has like 4 or 5 episodes, and I'm sure some of these are on there.
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't know if that's where you wanted to pick the shows from or not.
No, I actually just looked up like what were their top rated ones, but again, I kind of wanted to watch them in order, but there's one of the ones I want to make sure we do get to. That's the one where they do kind of the Christmas Carol type of thing.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah, where she's visited by the ghosts of Halloween past, present, and future.
I was thinking of Christmas caroling. I was like, what
are you
talking about?
I don't even think Roseanne does a Christmas episode that I remember. Tool Time had, Home Improvement had good episodes, Christmas episodes, I remember. This is fucking funny. I remember Crystal comes in and she's like, Crystal, you're better than that. And she's like, who's your friend? And she's like, she goes, you don't recognize me? And she goes, where would I have met you? Roseanne's? And she's like, Roseanne? She's like, I knew it was you. She's like, no, you weren't. You're going to sleep with me.
Now the so-called gorilla wants to come over.
Fine with me. Let's go, fat boy.
I was laughing at that part.
Oh, and then again, I always like Dan. The Dan part of it is that how he's a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like no one fucks with him.
Yeah. Like,
'cause he's like
big,
tall.
One of my favorite episodes is the one we talked about. Is where he fucking.
He's my husband.
He's with me. Anyone messes with him messes with me.
And then he gives him a look like,
yeah, like you don't want to mess with me, do you?
Started checking
out his ass.
Do you want to mess with me?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Ooh, that beard kind of tickles.
John Goodman, man, he's just too fucking good.
Yeah. Do you watch the new show at all?
I don't, man. I did again. I did a few times, but it's been a while.
We started watching it as a family, like when it first came out, and then they fired Roseanne, and we've seen a few episodes here and there, but it's not the same.
Yeah. I think they
brought
it's not
like bad. It's not
Peggy
bad.
Bundy on too now. She's on the show.
Oh yeah, is I think like a girlfriend type for Dan. I think.
Yeah, man, fucking Dan's pimp. But okay, like I was talking about, like one of my favorite episodes is the one where he fucking beats up Jackie's boyfriend for kicking his ass, for kicking her ass. Another one is when Becky's with Mark and I guess Becky's boss fucks with her or does something, and Dan goes over there to fucking kick his ass and fucking finds out that Mark kind of already kicked
Mark
his ass.
already did it.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I wanted to hit somebody. So I think we can do this one, and then we can do the next one, and that'll be the 4. I think the season 5 one is the one that I really want to get to.
All right, this one's kind of fun.
Again, they're pranking again.
Yeah. We're on to season 4, episode 6. It's called "Trick Me Up, Trick Me Down." The Connors plan an outrageous costume party for Halloween that includes a practical joke. This is the one. They're not in that many episodes, but these neighbors, I think they drive her out.
Well, it's. I think it's one of my favorites too because it's still early in their seasons. It's season 4 for them, but just going into everything they do with their friends and stuff like that. I think there's another lodge party, and then kind of dealing with the kids' Halloween attitudes and stuff like that, or Halloween spirit is good. And it shows the kids around this time are grown to the fact to where they're trying to get Roseanne and Dan.
Yeah.
They're getting in on the shit.
So we got the neighbor at the door. I forget.
Oh, and with like inside you can hear screaming and
yelling.
Dan screaming and everything like that. The neighbor comes and checks over. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I ain't going to my neighbor's house. I hear yelling and screaming.
I know. Just walk in. I like this lady. This is the neighbor when they first moved in. Mm-hmm. Like they got robbed. You remember that one?
No.
They got robbed and Roseanne like thought they were having a yard sale and she bought this umbrella holder. It was like a Dalmatian. You remember that one?
No. I gotta watch that. But it's funny because like I guess they tricked them here. They trick her here, but then she shows up to the lodge party later on. The lodge,
and they think that she's gonna do a prank back.
No, they don't. It's just fucking Roseanne, man. She's all no one can get me.
As the neighbor walks in, Dan's laid out with fake guts all over him.
All fucking dead. And Roseanne comes back.
Dan's like, what?
What is it, Kathy? I got a bad day. I got a lot of stuff to clean up.
All blood everywhere. Would you look at this mess? I don't know how many times I said it.
It's just like gutting a fish.
Like she's like, I swear it's way better the last time. The last time? Oh, you know, Becky's dad, he was blonde too.
You got a garbage disposal.
I can't let you go. You're gonna tell. Would that freak you out though?
It fucking would. But again, I should be minding my fucking own business and not going into my neighbor's house. So,
right.
But that is fucked up. That's all kinds of fucked up.
I mean, you got to time this kind of prank. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you got to be ready for them to come over.
The screaming and stuff like that, yeah. and they implied that they've done it before. But again, it was kind of couple that Roseanne and Dan were that fucking I would aspire to be now. Like, you know what I mean? Like that couple that kind of pranks people together and stuff like that. Like, I know me and my wife get together sometimes and, you know, we'll just talk all kinds of shit.
As I said, I wish my family was more laid back.
Yeah.
Like if I told my family or my kids, hey, let's go do this or let's do this prank, they're like, really, Dad?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, my kids get into it nowadays, or like me and my wife, we try to scare our fucking kids all the time. But yeah, it's fucking funny.
The only way I can scare my kids if I hide their phone. And they're freaking out. Where's my phone?
Or you fucking turn off the Wi-Fi. Everyone freak out. What the hell? Oh my god! Like, we got that AT&T where you can kind of just you can pick everyone's fucking device that's on and just disconnect them. Boom.
Oh, I need to switch to AT&T. All right, carving the pumpkin again.
And you know, I always like Becky and Darlene too. It's like I remember Darlene as she was younger. She was always kind of tomboyish, but like she was real tomboy when she was real younger. And then little by little, she kind of started kind of growing out of that. I liked her. I liked her her relationship with the boyfriend. What was it, David?
Yeah.
Johnny Galecki from Big Bang.
Yep.
I always liked him in there. I remember there was one episode where, hey, it was kind of sad, right? Like Roseanne brings him in, and he's gonna live with them, even though he's the boyfriend. And fuck, did it? I mean, at that time it didn't hit the feels, but I know, like watching it after that, it kind of did. Like I remember there was a small time when I fucking lived with my girlfriend as a teenager, so it was kind of crazy in that sense. I
like how DJ comes in and is like, what am I supposed to be? Dressed up like Alfalfa.
And he's like, I don't want to be Alfalfa. And Dan's like, DJ, Alfalfas kill Terminators.
She's playing with his hair. He's like, yeah, see, this is an antenna that detects Terminators. Like, fine, go be what you want to be.
And it's assuming is this Halloween night or no? Right, because he's dressed up.
He's already dressed up, right?
Right? I don't know.
Maybe.
But I know, like, we'll do the pumpkin. Like, do y'all do pumpkins at least?
Yeah, that's one thing we do.
Yeah. We do the pumpkin like maybe like 2 weeks in advance of Halloween. And by Halloween, they're all fucked up.
I know. That's the thing. Like, the kids are all eager. Oh, let's carve pumpkin. Let's carve them.
That's because the HEB puts them out. Fucking, they're out now.
Yeah, they're out now.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. It's like by the time they want to hurry up and cut them up, and then by the time Halloween comes, they're all
fucking
shriveled up.
yeah. But hey, we make sure to take that one picture right after we fucking carve them, so they look all badass and shit.
Yeah, that first day, yeah, that's when you gotta take the pictures of them. Then they'll start all curling up.
What do y'all do on the pumpkins? Like, do y'all do like the traditional screens that they send, or?
You know those carving kits? They come with those stencils.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that.
Dude, like, have you seen those fucking professionals that shave them and shit like that?
Yeah,
I can't do that shit.
It's badass.
I wish I could, right? Like, I wish I was that artistic.
I remember going to one house, like, they had a bunch of pumpkins out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell they were the ones you carve out, because I was like, oh, we did that one, right?
Yeah.
But they looked so clean. I was like, man, these pumpkins look good. Like, they really did a good job carving them. No, but I asked the guy, hey, you did a real good job carving those pumpkins. He goes, yeah, I know they look good, right? They're plastic. But that's not a bad idea. He got plastic pumpkins,
yeah,
and used those stencils to carve out, and it looks real clean and smooth. It's like,
dude, that ain't a bad idea.
It's not. They came out nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I typically in the past I've done it to where I kind of draw my own thing on there, or I'll look up online, and online I always had those badass ones like Michael Myers and shit like that.
Yeah,
and I try to do those. I did Bigfoot.
Bigfoot when he's walking.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. This is the one you're talking about when we're doing Elvira.
Yeah. She comes in and she's like, "What the hell?"
Or Jackie's like, I was going as Morticia Adams.
Yeah. How could you do this? You knew I was borrowing Roseanne's wig.
What's her name? I forget. The friend.
Crystal.
Crystal's
good. Like, Crystal's come out like I think she stays for the whole kind of run of the show. I remember there being some episodes too with her that were kind of emotional and fucked up.
Yeah. It's just a weird show where she ends up with Dan's dad and
yeah.
This show takes some weird turns.
I was like too is like that they did have, you know, like people of color in the show. It wasn't always, you know, all whitewashed and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
I think like here comes the other Elvis's ghost.
This time he doesn't have it over his face.
Yeah,
he's got a big Elvis wig on.
And that's he. What does he say? He calls her Nancy, right?
No, he's saying, "Hey, Nancy's over there."
Yeah,
pretend like we didn't have sex.
But Nancy's the chick that he's with later on in the show too, right? It's their friend that turned out to be
Sandra Bernhard.
Sandra Bernhard, yeah.
She's freaky to me.
I like this fucking this one.
Were they gonna do like a little show? He says the act we had booked died, so we got these guys. fresh from the cemetery. See, the costumes are so cool, man. This is where Roseanne is like a puppet on Dan's lap.
It's all they talk about like what did you win, a whole $50 on the costume contest?
She's like, what did that costume cost? About $300. This is where they make fun of Jackie again. She's a truck driver. It's like it's good to see her in the front seat with her feet on the floor.
Again, fucking another joke about her being a slut.
I like this part where how ventriloquists usually like drink a glass of water and they're still talking. So they pretend to do that, and then they got water squirting out of Roseanne. We should start a lodge and do stuff like this.
Dude, like
is that a thing anymore? No, right?
Well, my godfather is part of the Moose Lodge. I don't ever, and I used to stay with them all the time as a kid and stuff. I don't ever remember them doing anything like that.
It's like, what do they do with these clubs? They just sit around and talk about their wives. They're like, honey, look who's here. It's the neighbors. Yeah. She's like, I know why she's here. She's here to get us back for what we did.
And fucking they're like Dan looks fucking good. Now, I want to say that this kind of the act that they were doing, like it was supposed to be like an old comedian or something like that, or an old act from back in the day.
Dan looks like he stepped out of Beetlejuice, right?
But you can see, like I said, as the years progressed, man, like their costumes got better and better.
Yeah. Like, she's talking to Crystal. Maybe she's being sociable. She's not sociable. He's like, fine, you watch her, I'll be at the bar. And if I'm not back in 15 minutes,
I'll be at the bar. I fucking love that fucking. And Jackie comes back. She's like, that moose has been flirting with me. He won't take off his mask.
Yeah, you met a moose. Congratulations.
But she talks about, I think earlier in the episode, she talked about she
looking
got
for a date, right?
Yeah, she got drunk and called up like some of her exes. And, the moose ends up being an ex from back in the day.
And it's so crazy that he came out on this show.
Right? Like I want to say he was in Facts of Life too.
I think so.
Yeah. And at this point in his career, I want to say he's doing ER already. So it was kind of a big deal of him coming back on the show. But they kept it a surprise, I want to say.
Yeah, kept him undercover, if you will. And me and my wife were talking about this because we were watching these back.
Yeah.
And she was like, how can she not know that's not his voice?
Right? Or even his mannerisms, stuff like that. Yeah. Especially she's been talking to him all night.
The moose is Booker.
She's all mad. And Booker is George Clooney. I think he was in the first season. I want to say he played their boss or something like that.
Yeah, at Wellman's, the plastic factory. Did you ever see what they actually did at that job?
No. What did they make?
It was like plastic spoons and forks and stuff, and all they did was like pop them out of the little. You know when you get like model cars,
Yeah.
how they're in that plastic thing. You gotta.
Oh yeah,
get the
yeah,
pieces
yeah,
out.
yeah.
That's what they always did whenever they showed them at work. They're just taking the stuff off of the plastic. George freaking Clooney, Batman, another Batman,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
another Batman.
I mean, he wasn't everyone's favorite, but he was good.
No, that's one of my favorite movies. Lesser
Favorite Batman?
Batman's.
Again, you know, it's just he wasn't. I mean, he's got to be the worst Batman.
It was.
He just wasn't a very good Batman.
It was Clooney's Batman that had the bat nipples.
Yeah.
That's when it was like,
Like,
okay.
look, Jackie, it was Booker. Booker was the moose. How you been? You look great. Well, okay. Can talk down. and even like with it don't look like the lady from the beginning.
I know, right? With the makeup on.
It doesn't at all.
Could it have been someone else? Nah.
Nah.
But even like for someone that looked like they didn't want to go,
Yeah.
it's a pretty decent costume.
Again, right?
It's like everybody in this town goes out.
Yeah, you know, and again, I think if I lived in a small town like that, like I would do the same thing. Like, and they had a lodge where people typically hung out and stuff like that. I would participate, or I would want to be in something like that. Like I said, like even like with our little family doing our Halloween parties, you know, it was always we always went all out. Like we would all dress up. So I remember one year my wife, when she was pregnant, we did a little thing with like we bought a doll, and then we kind of like stuck it in her shirt, like with the legs sticking out like that, like because she was all pregnant and stuff, and it was like the baby was popping out. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, and people were like, "Oh, that's gross." I remember one year we went as she was a zombie, and I was a zombie hunter. So I tried to dress like what's his name from fucking what's that movie? Zombieland. Like I tried to dress like Woody Harrelson, and I had my fucking zombie zombie hand guide or something like that.
They're like, there's snakes in our bed. They're back at home, and they're like, she did it. She pranked us. She put snakes in our bed.
She's trying to kill us. And the kids are like, she's not trying to kill you.
She's gone too far this time. They're like, what are you talking about? Kathy's not trying to kill you.
We are.
You put snakes in our bed? She's like, my baby. So proud. You made your mother and me very happy. Now get rid of the snakes.
Yeah. That's one thing I wouldn't fuck with. Like I hate snakes. I hate spiders. God bless this one, you know.
Do you have a favorite costume of your kids?
I don't know. One year my younger son, he was Bane.
With the mask?
Yeah, with the mask.
Like a Dark Knight Bane?
Dark Knight Bane.
All right.
His little mask, it had a little like a muscle suit right here where he could stand like that.
Uh-huh.
It was a one piece that went down. It was like overalls or whatever.
Nice.
You?
My favorite, I mean, it started with my oldest. You know, kids watch movies. When they're little, they watch movies over and over again.
Uh-huh.
They pick a movie they get into, and that's all they want to watch for a while.
Yeah.
My son really used to get into Daddy Daycare. Did you ever watch Daddy Daycare?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
He
dressed as the Flash?
He dressed as the Flash.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, that was my favorite because he would pretend like he was that kid from the movie, right? They called him Flash because he always had on the costume.
He'd run around everywhere.
Yeah, and then we actually still have the costume. It's put away somewhere, but eventually my youngest son wore it one year too. We're like, man, they both wore it. That's so cool.
I remember again when they were younger and I could decide on what they were gonna wear or whatever. I remember one year they dressed up as my younger son. Again, all my kids, they like Michael Myers. Or they've been into Michael Myers. So one year my younger son dressed up as Michael Myers. And my older one was like a hockey killer.
Jason?
But the costume, you know how, they didn't necessarily do Jason. So he had a hockey mask with blood coming down. Oh, that's badass.
I found a picture when you went to a con.
Yeah.
My youngest has on the Flash costume. So we took a picture with Michael Rooker.
I remember fucking going to a con one year, and dude, I swear there was this guy that was dressed as fucking as Robin from Teen Titans, and it was obscene. I was like, dude, your shit's all poking out.
Oh man.
But yeah, so we've always done different things, but we've always dressed up, man. Like I remember one year my kid was Batman. One year one was John Cena and the other was CM Punk from the wrestling. So
all right.
Yeah, and then we've gotten them little cheap costumes too, so that they don't like that wasn't their actual costume. Like when we got to like when they would go to Fiesta, Texas or something, they dress in that little cheap costume, whatever.
So we're up to our 4th episode. We're rolling through these.
Yeah, and they're good episodes, man.
Yeah, they are. I wish we could play the audio because you missed a little bit with it because
yeah,
they're funny. You just gotta listen to them. Yeah, but we're still watching them and talking. So we're on season 5.
Season 5, and this one's called Halloween 4. And I mean, there's no like cute name to it, but this one is one of my favorites because it kind of mixes two of my favorite holidays in Christmas and Halloween. I know it's not Christmas, but they do the Christmas Carol kind
you
of
think
deal.
Jerry would do this episode as a Christmas episode?
I bet he would.
That's a good crossover episode.
We should call him right now and say, "What are you doing, Jerry?"
So Halloween 4, maybe it's the 4th time they've done a Halloween episode.
Yeah,
I guess they didn't do one in the first season.
No, they didn't do one the first season, and then again, as time went on, like you can see kind of, like I said, Roseanne gets more control of the show, and it becomes her fucking show. Yeah. And she breaks a lot of ground, man. Like she had the one episode where she had all the old TV moms on. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah.
And it had like fucking Wheezy. It had June Cleaver and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like they talk about like there's that episode where I think Roseanne gets kissed or something like that
by a girl.
Yeah, and that was a big deal back in the day. Remember, like they didn't show shit like that on TV.
Was that after Dan was gone?
I don't know. It might have been before. Like I remember, like there was times when I want to say they were in contract negotiations, or it was a thing where she was kind of being a bitch.
I see that.
I remember, her and Darlene getting into it, and that was a story like on Entertainment Tonight or something like that, and like. I mean, they since made up, of course, but like, I mean, that being an issue back in the day.
Yeah, documentary.
I don't know. Have you ever seen one
on Roseanne?
On the actual show?
I don't think so.
Like that was I mean, that was just at a Halloween party. My fucking there's our pumpkins.
Nice.
My nephew, that was Batman and Robin.
Nice.
And then she was JoJo Siwa actually for Halloween that year.
JoJo.
But I mean, she's crazy, man. She likes to go when we go trick or treating, and she wants to take a picture with all the fucking scary monsters. Like, you see her right there with the killer clown, and she'll go up to him. She's like, "Can we take a picture?" She's not fucking scared. And again, now it's just her. Like, the boys don't go trick or treating with us no more. Like, do your kids still go trick or treating or?
Last year was a struggle because of COVID, and I have little nieces.
Yeah,
they came over, and so they went with my youngest.
Walking around the neighborhood.
Yeah, just walking around the neighborhood. Yeah, my daughter didn't.
Yeah, my boys, I guess they go with their friends now, and it's just like, fuck, we're there now. Like,
And
you know what I mean?
it was kind of weird last year too, because there's a guy that I met just through collecting comics. He lives up near the Houston area,
Yeah.
and I was selling some stuff. I used to have a lot of Walking Dead stuff, and I had this cool Rick Grimes McFarlane statue, big statue.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, I'm gonna be in town." This one they're doing the Comic-Con at Fiesta, Texas.
The MonsterCon, or was it that one, or the Big Texas?
No, it was at Fiesta, Texas. So I don't, whichever one that it is. The
Last
Celebrity
year,
Fan Fest.
Yeah.
Right, Celebrity Fan Fest. Last year during Halloween, and he was here for that. He's like, "Hey, I'm here in town. I'll go ahead and get that statue from you." So he actually came over that Halloween, and we hung out, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better.
Michael LaForge. He's in the Invincible Comics group. So
Okay.
he's a cool guy.
Yeah. That's badass. It like, man, like, I wish when I went up to Fort Worth, like, I would have fucking stopped by Jerry's store. Like, I was up there twice in the summer, and
He's up there?
yeah, like, Jerry's up there in Fort Worth, and he has he works at a Christmas store that they sell Christmas shit
Really?
all year round. Yeah,
That's awesome.
it is, right? Like, for him,
That's
like,
why he's always in the mood.
dude, and like, again, I started listening to their shows like 2 years ago, and Jerry's always got good shit coming out, man. But lately, like, it's been a lot of different stuff. Like, that was
Nice.
yeah. So, like I said, they always kind of dress up.
I'm gonna have to well, I don't know if I'm gonna go or not.
What's that?
So they just announced, my daughter dances for the school,
Mm-hmm.
and they got invited. They just told us, oh, nice. They just got invited to Dallas for their Christmas parade.
Ooh, that's awesome.
It's not near Christmas. It's like, I think it's the 3rd or I don't know. They said the 2nd through the 5th, whatever days are. It's one of those days.
Okay, so it's earlier in December.
Earlier in December,
Yeah.
but yeah, they got invited to go. I think they're still deciding on whether or not they're actually going to go up there and do it. But man, we used to go up to Dallas all the time for my daughter's competitions. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna go. If they go, I don't know if I'm gonna go. But if I do, maybe I can stop by, find out where Jerry's store's at.
Yeah. I gotta get the name from him, but yeah, man. I know if I'm pretty sure next summer I'll be traveling up that way again. So
I used to live up near the stockyards.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
up there for about.
the run the grounds over there in Fort Worth, right?
He's lived there for about 3 years, a little over 3 years. My name in the stockyards. There's a little shop. I don't know if it's still there. A little bar, Risky Rita's. If it's still there, my name's on the wall up there somewhere.
For what?
For the Tequila Club.
Oh, chinga! You took a shot or?
Yeah, they had this thing. You know how like there's certain bars. You know, like you ever been to Flying Saucer?
No. I don't go to bars a lot.
Well, there's some bars that had like little clubs. Like, oh, if you drink all of the different types of vodka, whatever, you get your name. But this was tequila. I think it was like over 30 different types of tequila. And they keep track, like it's like a little club.
Oh, okay. Over time.
Yeah,
I was like,
they limit you to 3 per visit.
Okay.
They limit you to 3 per visit. But yeah, me and a couple buddies finished all the different tequilas they got, and our names up there somewhere.
I thought you fucking ate the old 96er or something.
Yeah, I drank all 30 tequilas that night.
Yeah,
I'd be dead. Okay. We're distracted. We're on tangent. Halloween 4. Season 5, episode 7. Starting now.
this one again. I like the whole deal about it. Like, I like the way they kind of mess with the mom, and she's not in necessarily the Halloween spirit because Becky's not around, and at this time Becky's away from the family. So
This is when her hair was weird. I think she wore a wig here.
that does look like a wig, right? That's all I can fucking tell you.
Yeah, her hair is like weird. It was always been pretty short in the show, and here it's like really long.
Yeah,
I'm not buying it.
looks like fucking. I remember they did a Gilligan's Island episode. Yeah, it looked like her ginger hair. Yeah.
Yeah, so Roseanne's not in the Halloween spirit anymore. So they're trying to prank her, trying to get her going.
Yeah.
They put an ear in her cornflakes. She's just looking at him like, really? I like this one.
Yeah, this one's very good. It's like, what did you do with the pumpkin? I put it down the garbage disposal. Was that not a good idea? He's like, no, Jackie.
He's like, can you turn on that light? Oh my God. Roseanne. She just like, really?
Yeah.
No phase.
Yeah. It's like, say it ain't so, Rosie.
I like when they did the theme song when Blues Traveler did it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And they actually put words to the song.
Yeah, I remember they actually, I want to say there was a Halloween kind of fucking twinge to one of their theme songs.
Huh. Well, wasn't one of these episodes.
No? It maybe one of the later ones. I don't know. But I remember, like, that's when they started doing the pumpkins that were carved out, and it's their faces.
Yeah. I think it was at the end of the last one they showed. It was one of Roseanne.
Yeah. All right. It always ended with her laughing at and it became kind of iconic, right? Like classic.
You mess with TikTok at all?
No. You know I don't, man. I tried to one time. One day I will.
I've been slacking a little bit.
I gotta contribute to ours, man.
But I don't even know the name of the TikToker or person, but it's a Mexican lady. Mm-hmm. And she does like a whole parody thing of Roseanne, but it's called Rosa. But the whole thing where like the intro where they walk around the table, it's like her and her family, like
the eating Mexican food
and stuff. It was pretty cool.
I gotta check that out.
I need to find it again.
I like again. I catch it on like Instagram more is like where they do the reels, and I guess that's kind of like the TikToks.
Yeah. A lot of it is just people on TikTok just post it on there.
Yeah, and they post it on there too. Like, I like what I did. It's fun. It's funny stuff, man.
Yeah. I do find out though, like if I have a TikTok video that I did.
Yeah.
And I put it on my reels on Instagram, I get way more views.
Really?
TikTok is a hard nut to crack.
Yeah. I again, once things calm back down at work and we fucking start just doing the regular fucking job again, it's gonna get slow, it's gonna get boring and stuff like that, and I'll be able to fucking do shit. But right now it's fucking crazy. I got no free time.
I like where Dan's like, oh, she just playing, right? She's gonna do something big.
Yeah. And, I love Darlene's fucking
This is one of my favorite
right
costumes. Yeah. It's so awesome, man. She's like the birds. She's got a bunch of crows eating her. That's awesome.
And she's like, "It's nice to see you in a skirt for change."
I like there was one crow that had an eyeball.
Yeah. It's like fucking, and she's like, "Oh, you got to take your brother."
Where he's like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. And she's like, "Say your line." I just love Halloween,
This
man.
is a big strawberry. Remind me of the Fruit of the Loom guys.
I just like going out in the fucking, when everyone's all trick or treating and shit like that, and everyone's in their costume. You can see everybody's costumes. It's fucking, it's, besides Christmas, it's by far my favorite holiday.
Yeah, one of my favorite things in movies is when they show like the whole neighborhood is out. It's like I wish our neighborhoods looked like that.
Yeah, dude.
In the most memorable one, one that sticks out is like E.T. when like everybody's out in the streets. And,
Yeah,
like, you see Yoda and
and that's funny. You know, like the Easter egg behind that now is like E.T.'s actually in Star Wars. Yeah,
yeah.
So this starts it, and again, man, this is. I'm surprised that it hadn't been done before, and if it has, you know, I mean, I'm fucking wrong. I know, you know, on classic Christmas, the Christmas Carol story, you know, you got the Ghost of Christmas Present, past and future, and they hit it up with Halloween here, and it's well done, man. It's so well done, so badass.
It's such a classic costume though, just a white sheet.
Yeah.
I like where she opens the door and she's like, "What grade are you in?"
What grade are you in, little boy?
How'd you get in here?
Tonight, you will be visited by 3 ghosts to get you back in the Halloween spirit.
You know, I'm surprised, like you said, they haven't done this on other shows.
Right? Like, or for Halloween, like, even like the classic Dickens Tale and the stuff like that, like, it's got a kind of horror twinge to it. You know what I mean? Like the ghosts at times are scary, and Scrooge is supposed to get scared, like, in the beginning. So, you know, you can see it. Like, I like the movie Scrooge with Bill Murray.
Yeah.
It's got, I mean, it's not horror, but it's got like that ghostly feel to it.
But that's what I mean. It's like, why?
It fits, right?
But like, why don't people redo it? At first, I thought maybe because it's not original. Roseanne already did it, but how many different Christmas carols are out there,
dude? Like, yes.
There's 1,000 of them.
Everyone has their own take on a Christmas Carol. You know, Simpsons, everybody,
Muppets.
Yeah,
I mean, everything.
That's my other favorite too. Is Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors. I fucking love those. We started watching a couple of those.
So we got the Ghosts of Christmas Past.
Yes, and they're taking her to her first Halloween, dressed as a bunny, and the mom's hovering over her, and she's like, you know, I always thought she was an annoying mobile.
Like, look at me in my bunny suit.
Like,
I hated that bunny suit.
And then the mom's like, "You love your little bunny suit."
And the baby's all.
You hear her laugh. Ha ha ha.
She's all, my mom wasn't even cool for the 50s. She's like, Roseanne, are you all right? The little baby coughing. Oh my goodness.
She's not breathing. She's turning blue. Call the doctor.
And the little baby laughing.
It's funny, man, because I like this part, and we talked about this or not. No, the next scene. This one's good too.
I know what you're talking about.
You start seeing her costumes.
A nurse with all the tools, the scalpels and stuff stuck in her.
Now, when you used to go trick or treating, would it come back and you and your brother or you and your sisters put y'all's candy together and shit like that, or it was everyone for themselves?
Everyone for themselves, man.
Yeah. You can fucking try and trade. Hey, look, I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just trying to tell younger Jackie, hey, there's razor blades in those candies. Like, no, there's not.
She's like, the best part was I'd sell those back to her later. I remember I'd always take the good fucking candy. And I'd try to give my brother those little fucking ones that no one liked.
The ones in the orange and black wrappers.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this part.
Yeah. I like the actress that plays Roseanne. I like the actor that plays Dan. I've seen her. I mean, I think she came on Can't Hardly Wait.
I think so. She's been in a few things.
Yeah. And then again, the guy that we talked about that was in the program.
Yeah, man. The program.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay. Yippee-ki-yay. Whatever he said. Get along, little dog.
And again, like you can picture that as Dan, right? Like, it's funny.
Totally.
Yeah. She's like, come on, I'll let you go for free.
The apple bobbers.
Okay, as many Halloween parties and stuff that I've gone to, I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen an apple bob. Like, who would do that? You're dipping into a thing of water with your mouth open, and that other people are presumably going to do.
Other people's all babas in there. All.
Right? Yeah, like, who the fuck would do that? Especially now, COVID, bro.
Before COVID.
Nah, bro. Even before COVID, I was like, what the fuck? I've never, like, again, to me, it was like, oh, that's white people shit.
Facts.
So
she scares off Dan's date.
Yeah.
Now, boom, she got herself a man.
And he's like, you really don't want to dance? And she's like, depends. Yeah. She's like, oh, he never knew what hit him.
I like where he's like, I like your costume. It's ginger if they didn't find the island.
Yeah, he's right on with it, right?
Oh, that's funny.
He's like, wait, there's more I want to do. She's like, what about the time I put my coonskin cap on my skateboard and said, look out for my dog. And the ghost is fucking laughing with her. And she wakes up, like, she's all alone. Dan's at the large party. And now the ghost of Christmas present. Who's dressed as another candy that no one likes.
I don't know. I like candy corn sometimes.
I remember
I could have a few of them.
My kids used to watch this. It's like a Nickelodeon channel, and around Halloween, the fucking they had like a little character that was the theme of it, and they'd sing a song called "I Don't Like Candy Corn."
Oh, I remember that. I think it was Noggin.
Yeah, Noggin. On Noggin.
I don't like candy corn.
Yeah. Again, large party. Look at their costumes, all awesome badass.
Costume. Awesome costume.
Yeah, the Marie Antoinette and Jackie had to be the head.
It's like those costumes are not cheap. You know what I mean? They were always struggling for money in the show, but man, they can make some costumes.
It's one of the things I liked about like their Halloween episodes that they didn't get into kind of some of the, I guess, more fucking drama types of the show. It was always funny. It was always fun.
Yeah.
That and the fucking candy corn costume is pretty badass too, right?
I think I gotta wear that.
And then she has a boyfriend there. Look at fucking Michael Jackson in the background. Look at it. It's Michael Jackson with the alien head. Remember they had that show back in the 90s or back in the late 80s, early 90s, the Alien?
With Michael Jackson?
But no, it kind of looks to me as like it's like the aliens were like in disguise as humans.
Oh.
I don't know. That's what it looked like to me in the background. They're fucking arguing in front of Dan about sex.
Jackie and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
This is the guy that beat her, right? Fisher?
I want to say, like, Dan beat the fuck out of him. Right? Look at, oh, man.
He got crystals, Peter Pan.
It's called Joey Buzzards playing a prank.
There's Sandra Bernhard.
Yeah. Nancy's first fucking appearance in the Halloween. I remember there's a later episode, like, because some of the later episodes are pretty good too, but she talks about, like, how the straight people are trying to take Halloween back from the gays. And she's like, that's our holiday. I always liked this couple. Like, they would come on every few episodes, but you know they kept them through the whole series.
He's made an appearance or two in the new series too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah. Like, they're all talking bad about her.
And he's like, "Hey, live with the woman."
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they're like, you think she bakes once a month? I mean, once a year. You think it'd be good? Say, oh, he can't hear you. She said, oh yeah.
She's like, Dan.
Ooh, anyone else get a chill?
I think I'd be able to hear my wife.
Oh fuck! Yeah, this is the best one. Ghosts of Halloween Future.
She's like, oh, okay. Just going with it now.
It's like, okay, so where we're going? We're here now. It's like, remember this house was the coolest house on Halloween before Miss Connor went through the change? It's all fucked up.
It's funny. Now she's all like,
Yeah.
Donna Reed or something.
Yeah. With her blonde fucking wig. Maybe that's why she has the wig on now. I don't know.
Maybe.
Like, there's, again, I went back and I looked, and there's like podcasts that do these episodes and stuff like that. But they do like the whole fucking episode on one show.
Beat for beat.
Yeah. And again, it's cool and stuff, but like, man, they get like, I guess, really deep into it. And this was the writer, this was the one who put the screenplay together. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's that saying. It's like, we're nerds, but we're not fucking nerds. No.
Fuck it. Man, this is then
we
Darlene,
like the show, but we don't like the show.
yeah, man. And again, when I have time, I can deep dive into it. But
Oh,
oh my goodness, Darlene!
Darlene cut off her fingers.
It's a joke. Remember jokes?
Remember? Darlene, there are people on this earth who have their arms chopped off. Blah, blah, blah.
And fucking Dan's like, Roseanne, I'm leaving you. She's like, but why? Says that you bore me.
She's like, I'm a good cook. I clean.
She's like, what more can I do? I'm just a woman. And she's like, God, Dan, leave her. Fucking Roseanne, man.
Do you have enough socks? Come on.
What? Oh, fuck it. And then she's like, not yet. We go farther into the future. And she turns into what she's fucking most fearful of.
Oh, yeah.
You grow to live with your sister.
Got old lady Jackie.
You know what's crazy is, remember Jackie fucking came out on Scream, like 2? She was a killer.
Was it the killer or a reporter?
The killer.
She was the killer?
Yeah. Why is my mother here? That's not your mother, Roseanne.
She says that Home Alone.
This is around the time, right?
Yeah. The Home Alone scream with that.
We can do Home Alone when we do Christmas.
Yeah, we can do Home Alone.
Might as well, right?
1 or 2.
Part 1.
All right. They're like, Rosie made it.
Shows up. They're like, so what's up? Is this a prank? She says, I couldn't. Or what is she? She says, oh, Crystal, I made a bunch of my pumpkin cookies just for you.
I know how much you love them.
Oh, fucking, I got a whole truckload. Look at her face. I got something special for you later, Dan.
You want to shake my hand? Stupid brother. I got something for you guys. She's dressed as Statue of Liberty.
This is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah. Just wait. This is what everyone's been waiting for.
And again, when we talk about her pranks, this one's, I mean, it's fucked up. This one's more fucked up than anything.
I know. It's like really ruined the whole lodge. Making the sprinklers go off.
Right? Because she's still getting fucking wet. You know, even though she has that umbrella. But again, man, the whole Christmas Carol aspect of it was just, it was smart, man. Like it was well done, and that's what made it like one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's good.
Now we can talk about in later seasons. There's the season where they play the long prank on Roseanne, where David acts like he's cheating on Darlene. And you know, Roseanne kind of busts him on it, and then there's, and that same one is where I like the one where Dan and Jackie's boyfriend prank Roseanne, and when acting like Dan's gay, and they catch him in bed with the boyfriend. That one's pretty good. When Dan pranks Roseanne, acting like, I guess there's or like she gets robbed at the restaurant, and
was that one a prank? I don't think that was a prank.
Yeah, that was a prank. Like it turned out to be one of Dan's friends. Like they played it like it wasn't a prank, and then when she goes out there to kind of chase the guy, Dan and him are waiting outside, and they're like, "Ooh, we got you." So yeah, I mean, they kept up the pranks and the stuff like that, and it kept being good. But as they got into the later ones, like I think one of the Halloweens, she's pregnant. That one's kind of weird, you know.
Yeah, like I said, because this was season 5. This was probably right before they started going downhill.
Yeah.
But yeah, all those other ones, great. That first one, I think, still has to be my favorite.
Yeah.
Just because the kids are younger, I guess. I don't know.
Like they loved it, man. I it usually just ends up being me and my wife watching now. But you know, like back in the day, it's like I'd get all my kids together and we'd all watch TV and we'd watch these, and they weren't so into it, but you know,
I kind of miss that.
Yeah.
Because you know, even when my kids were younger, I tried to introduce them to movies and shows that I grew up with. You know, we watched a lot of old stuff like Adventures in Babysitting. And,
yeah.
You know, Ferris Bueller and Goonies and stuff like that. You know,
the
better movie.
Oh God.
But yeah, now that they're older, it's like they're all about their phones, and like I hardly see them. So anytime we can get them interested in all coming down and watching something together, it's special, right?
It's nice.
Yeah. That's what remember I talked about during COVID, my daughter got into Survivor, and it's like that was a thing for a little while. Like,
Yeah.
we're all watching Survivor together, and it's like, yeah, it's a dumb show, but whatever. It got everybody together to watch it all.
Like, I remember, I mean, it would be sports for us. Like, we'd get together and watch sports. But, maybe once or twice a year now I can catch them together. But, like, they want to watch, like, fucking House of a Thousand Corpses or something like that. They're not interested in the old fucking shit. Every once in a while, they'll check out Monster Squad with me, or they'll like Killer Clowns from outer space. But it's fucking, now it's, like you said, it's rare. Like, I shared a post today where I remember, like, 2 years ago, I was like, man, I'm just this fucking kid's Uber. But nowadays, I'd be like, I'd die to be this Uber. Like, he fucking, now that he has his own car, I don't get to drive him around anymore and stuff like that. Even him, like, he'll take his little brother with him, you know what I mean? So it's like, fuck, like, you know what? I wouldn't mind being an Uber right now. Being Uber dad.
Now I got to think about a costume. You make me want to dress up this year, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, we're planning a family party. Again, the only thing we ask is, like, you got to dress up. Like, it's costume. Again, and it's in memory of my mother-in-law now. It's, like I said, it was always her favorite time of year. It was one of the reasons why, again, we'd all get together as a family. Like, one of the things I liked when I got into my wife's family, like, I remember when I was younger, we'd have big family parties. Now, as I became a teenager and the family started spreading apart, like, nowadays my family does get together every once in a while now, but it took a while to get back to that. When I got into my wife's family, they had those big family parties. Like, they do the big Christmas party, the big Thanksgiving party, where all the family would get together. Now, of course, last couple of years it's been kind of crazy and stuff like that. But, we lost a few members in our family. So it's like, nowadays it's like, we're going to get together in memory of them and try to fucking keep these traditions that we started with our kids, alive. And like I said, like, luckily my kids still do dress up. Like, they'll still dress up. Last year my kid was a hot dog. Now it's stupid shit like hot dogs and pizza. It's like, what the fuck, bro? What kind of costume is that?
My son did that one year. I think 1 year was a hot dog, and I think another year he was a banana.
And yeah. You saw my kid's costume. Like, I'm like, oh, are you Deadpool banana? No, I'm just a banana. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's fun. It's silly, and it doesn't take much effort.
But like, growing up, or even kind of like, I always liked scary costumes. Like, I never was like the jokey costume kind of guy. Like, I like scary costumes. Nowadays, like, I'll go for it. Like, I remember, I mean, it wasn't a joke, but I was like a GCPD cop from Gotham City Police Department. And it was just a t-shirt that I bought.
I think I need to find a UPS costume and uniform and just go as Kevin James.
Go, man. But like I said,
King of Queens.
Yeah, like it's fun, be cool to get together and stuff like that. I know my kids are gonna dress up for it and stuff like that. And it's not on Halloween, it's the night before Halloween. So it's in time, like, everyone can have a good time, whatever.
All right.
But I mean, again, like I said,
I gotta get the kids involved. If they're not doing anything,
yeah,
older kids, they might have a high school
because I mean,
party.
we have kids that are like similar age range,
pretty much.
So, I'm sure, I'm sure they'll be like, oh, fucking had to come to my dad's podcasting partner's party. But, I remember, a lot of times you go into stuff like that as a kid and then you'd end up fucking having a good time and stuff like that. And then be like, oh, when are we going back?
Yep. So, moving forward, are we still going to do that thing? We got to get with Chuck and...
Yeah, we got to talk to them.
I tried to get y'all's input. We need y'all's input. So, I guess spoilers. We want to do a whole breakdown with Just Another Friday Night. Breaking down our favorites, horror, Halloween movies. We're going to do like a tournament bracket style.
Yeah.
To determine the best, I guess.
Yeah.
And we want your input. So I got some more suggestions on that post I put out. So we'll put up a list. Well, we're not gonna post it. We're gonna make a list, and we'll talk about that.
What do you want to talk about Sunday?
What do you want to talk about?
I mean,
I don't know what movie you want to talk about. Halloween.
Yeah,
we're finally in October. We didn't even talk about that. We're finally in October.
Finally, well, today's the 1st, right?
October 1st.
Okay, I'm down for Halloween. But
what do you think?
You gotta watch.
What do you think? I brought up Shaun of the Dead.
I mean, we could do that. Again, I don't want to just like.
I mean,
my wife's like, you're fucking forcing Lucky to just watch your shows and your what's called that you like. And I told her like we're similar. Like he likes the shit.
I brought up a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I know it wasn't your idea for Renaissance Man.
It was my idea.
No.
Oh, come on. You brought it up and I was like, fuck yes, I love that fucking movie.
We'll talk about it. If I watch some Halloween movies, we'll do a Halloween. If not, Shaun of the Dead.
No. Okay, watch just 4 and we'll do 4.
Just 4.
Just 4.
And I don't need to watch the others.
No.
Just 4. Not even 1 and 2.
I mean, you can, but you're not. So just watch 4.
All right. So let's shoot for Halloween 4.
All right.
That means
the
I gotta watch it.
Return of Michael Myers.
That means I gotta watch it like tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be at work, so do it. I'll watch it again. I'll probably watch it when I get home.
Okay. Gonna watch a Michael Myers movie.
Yes. We want to wrap up Roseanne?
Yeah. So Roseanne, great show.
Awesome. I mean, I can see us maybe getting back into Roseanne in the future. We can tackle some of those harder hitting episodes.
Yeah, if we want to get into some dramatic stuff, we can do like TV shows that went serious. I don't know.
Something.
We'll pick a topic. But
I mean, like I said, man, there was a lot of stuff, like I said, that Roseanne hit too close to home sometimes.
Yeah, so Halloween, but you know what I'm looking forward to?
What's that?
It's the next season, And I was looking for one of these, and I just happened to find it. Turbo Man. So
I saw one at Walmart the other day.
Yeah, that's where they're at.
I told my wife, I was like, oh, fuck, Lucky's looking for those. Like, I should buy one.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm still looking for that Batman thing, but I'll find one. But Roseanne, 4 episodes in the books. Great show, great season.
I mean, the classic, one of the best TV dads of all time. I mean, one of my favorite actors, John Goodman and Dan Connor. I mean, fucking awesome.
Yes. Code to the Alpha Betas.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like Roseanne. Again, Roseanne did a lot for women. That again, it sucks to say, but I mean, this was late '80s, early '90s. Women were still, women weren't leads of shows and shit like
That's
that.
what I was gonna say. This might have been one of the original women leads.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
guess.
you had stuff back in the day, but again, it wasn't a lot. Like it wasn't women led shows, and she broke down doors in a lot of that shit.
Yeah, and it was one of the first shows too that showed like a real family, like
with real problems.
Yeah, money problems.
Yeah.
Family issues. Like
they tackled, like I said, they tackled abuse. They tackled
the
a
oldest
little bit
daughter,
of racism.
The oldest daughter didn't finish school. She went off and got married. It's like, yeah, that's real stuff.
Yeah, man. You know, like I said, the one where, you know, Jackie has the issues. You know, when Darlene was with David, and David's mom was as bad as she was, and you know, Roseanne kind of talked about like, hey, you know, like Dan, we have to bring him in. You know, he grew up in a situation, and you know, I grew up like that, and I can't let him grow up like that. And that went on to say, I mean, it kind of tells you that Dan, of course, knows of Roseanne's past or whatever, and because he tells her, he's like, yeah, it was that bad, and she's like, yeah. And you know, they end up bringing David in. Now, one of the funny parts of that episode is where he's like, it's Roseanne and Darlene in the house now, and it's Dan and DJ, and then David comes in the house. So now there's 3 guys to 2 girls, and they for some reason think that the power has switched to the men, and they want hamburgers, and Roseanne and Darlene want pizza, and Dan's like, David, like, you're the last vote. And David's like, hamburgers. And they're like, yes, burgers it is. And Dan's like, I feel the power switching in this house. And Roseanne and Darlene are like, we're ordering pizza.
David's a big pushover anyways.
Yeah.
All right, Roseanne. No taco. Well, we can't do no taco rating on this.
Yeah, it's all the tacos anyway. So Roseanne got them.
All right, I guess that's it for this one.
Yeah, man. Again, you know, I'm lucky. I'm sorry that it. You know, we had to record this late. You know, I hate when I fucking miss a recording because you know, I want to try and keep it constant. I mean, not only for our fans but for ourselves, really. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
I mean, ever since we started recording, I look forward to it every week.
Yeah, man, I do too, man. Like I said, I was texting you like, man, I'm so fucking sorry, and then, you know, it was getting to me like, I was like, fuck, man, we need to record, so.
It's all good, though. I understand. But that's it for us, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Remember, 3leggedRabbit.com. Check out the merch. Check out the stuff. New stuff from Chris Rizzo, too. He's got some original stuff on there, too.
I ordered my shirts already, and we got child's sizes now, guys, in our shirts. So
yeah,
if you wanted to wear that kid's tee and you want your kids to have shirts,
and
get on 3leggedRabbit.com.
If anybody out there, you know, wants to see other stuff, I mean, I can make other stuff happen. I mean, I put kids shirts. I can do toddlers. I can do baby sizes. There's jackets like hoodies and stuff. They're a little pricey, but if you want our logo on that or anything, let me know.
Yeah,
I can make it happen.
So, dude, again, it's awesome. We're gonna have to do hoodies,
hats, hoodies. Yeah,
let's do hoodies.
I kind of want to put Rizzo's logo on it.
Yeah, I bought the Rizzo shirt already.
Oh, you did? I need to get one.
I bought it. Again, I'm waiting for it to come in. I had to represent the Just Another Friday Night boys tonight because my now wife's shirt was dirty. But no, I'm representing the boys.
Don't remember. This is crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
But that's it for us on this one. Remember to
keep watching,
keep
listening.
All right.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, life's a risk, carnal. Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack!
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.